here to the Baltimore Auto Show to see what these guys are really showing these new cars this year. Okay. Bye, guys.
Yes, so this is a very good review. Reviewing tennis. Aryna Sabalenka plays Naomi Osaka. Yes. I watched the match and I was like, this is a really good match. Yeah, it definitely was a good match. Now, Naomi wins the Wimbledon tennis match for the quarterfinals. And so basically it's not much of a difference in age. And Naomi is like 5'5", and Sabalenka is about 6 feet tall. So that larger wing stretch of the arm did not really make much of a difference here. They basically did good with returning of serves. I think, Aryna was basically had a lot more of the balls go outside of the, out of the line. So, Naomi didn't really have to return serve. So that made it easier for her. So maybe that's larger wing arm sometimes is a disadvantage for her. And so she has more trouble keeping it all inbound for the return serve. Yes, but it was a great match. Totally loved it. It was, it was good. I think both of them have great skills and also able to perform well. And I think that them being close in age, we'll probably see them play again because they have played before together a few times against each other. And they're actually friends, so they're very friendly with one another. And so I don't think they hold it against each other if one is like, okay, she lost. I lost last time, And so I don't think one is like mad about it because sometimes one wins and sometimes the other one wins. And so, but I think they stay keeping the friendship, which is really what it is, to be, quite honest. It's important, because it's a sport, and really you're playing against yourself, how you're able to return serve, how quick you are on your feet, if you feel sluggish and didn't get enough sleep the night before or for the week because of the nervousness that might happen because you're about to play something, a big tournament. Those things matter. So the competition is with yourself. I think a lot of people realize that, and so it's not like your strength really doesn't matter because all you're doing is really hitting the ball or racket. But if you get in it in the right place and they can return serve, it's not out, then even if they hit harder than you do, they still have to hit it inside, the realms of where they should be hitting it, so you can return serve. But Naomi is very, very sharp. She's really good on her feet. You can see that when she's playing in between, waiting for the other component to return serve or serve originally, she's always running in place, which I really noticed about that. So she knows this is not, let me stop and take a breath. It's like for the whole, I think this was like for about an hour, this tennis match. So that's the normal time for tennis matches, I think with singles or doubles, And so, it's like you're jogging for an hour, to keep the momentum up and be ready to have that backhand or whatever, or forehand or anything of that sort to make sure that, okay, I'm ready. I'm not sitting here trying to take a break when you know I'm in a tennis match. Yeah, because some people are like, okay, well, she's going to look for another ball, or the ball boy or girl is trying to get the ball. You know, they say, okay, well, this is time for me to take a break and stop. But now, Naomi she definitely makes sure to keep going and keeping the momentum, and that's very, very important with her. And so I noticed that good skill that she has. And I think for Sabalenka, I think that basically she needs to learn how to keep her cool. I've never seen her like this, but I do. She does scream a lot and bangs her racket and things of that sort. So if she starts keeping it under control and getting her head more into the game and not being so frustrated with herself, I think that, that will help her in the future with other matches, because I think she's probably her hardest critic, and it shows out, when she plays sometimes. And she's a great player. It's a great sport, and she definitely is someone to watch. But I think that kind of sometimes helps the other player be able to control the game more because they're staying calm, staying with their momentum, and keeping their head leveled. So I think those are the issues that we find in some of these tennis matches, and we definitely found that in this tennis match where it was, a level-headed player against one that was kind of like more frustrated with herself, and a lot of grunts with Sabalenka, and so I think they're still both young, but I think that that will help her, less frustration with herself, and maybe it might help Naomi to sometimes stand still when there's like nothing going on, when she's not ready to return serve, and relax a little bit more. So I think on both sides there are things that they can do to help each other do better with this. Yes, so definitely a good game, and this is the Wimbledon, and so again, Naomi is going to be the one going into the quarterfinals after winning the game with Sabalenka, and it's been many years since Naomi had a match in the Wimbledon. It's been years, so that's really surprising that she could just come out like that and just say, okay, and just come out swinging. So she just came out swinging and trying to control her momentum, and that's how she won this match. So, you can check out the schedule. It's a lot of fights, not fights, a lot of games between the women are here, also men. So, a lot of matches are still going on, and, we'll see how it goes and who's going to be the leading person as these matches continue and these games continue, and see who's going to win it this year. It's been very, very exciting, and it looks good, and I hope Naomi is able to, bring it in the quarterfinals, and I hope to see her progress because she's very, very, very level-headed, and she's very much a good team sport type of person. She makes sure it's a hug and greet her opponents, and she's good at that. And so, yeah, so this was a good match. Okay, guys, now make sure to make love your guidance source and hit that subscription button right now. Right now, just hit that subscription button and make sure to subscribe to the channel. And tell 10 people. Share it with 10 people, this video, and tell them to subscribe too. Okay, bye guys.